For the document management, we arrive on this homepage. The idea is that a contributor, simple user, can find his documents as easily as possible. First, the person who logs in finds here his recent documents, the equivalent of recent files in Windows, the files he has recently consulted in the form of a list. Then we find here the documents flagged as favorites to be more easily accessible by all the staff. Here we find the new documents, either a new version validated or a new document created. Here the delay is 60 days, but is entirely configurable. If I am part of the validation workflow, I will find here my documents to be processed, checked, and validated. Then I will find my QHSE manual with a more classical presentation, documents accessible at the root, then in directory level from a subdirectory. Voluntarily in AppQual, we will never go further than the subdirectory in order to be able to find your documents easily. The only last level you will find will be a storage by type of document. To consult a document, I click on its title or reference. For example, if I show you a process map, it's a PDF made from a Word, a PowerPoint. No computer development behind, except the insertion of hypertext links called intelligent, since they will always point me to the latest valid version of the following document. If I click on Pilot the company, I am sure to be on the last valid version of the file. This allows me to make easier navigations, and above all, I don't need to remember to update my hyperlink when I create a new document. Being on a web browser, the following previous functions will work. To view the characteristics of my documents, manage them, and modify them, I click on the small pencil next to my reference. I arrive on the characteristics of my document. I find the status of my document. Here is its reference, which can be configured depending on the type of document, number of letters, numbers, etc. Here I will manage the version of the document. I will manage in which directory and subdirectory I will file this document. I will define the type of document with a drop-down list, again fully customizable. I can even add other drop-down lists to further characterize my document. Here I will manage a title. Here is a description in which I will be able to add keywords that can be used for research. Here is a description area to indicate the changes made from the previous version. We will then download here the file to be consulted. And you can also download the source file, the file that I used to make my PDF. So everything is stored directly in AppQual, no need to search for the next version in which directory it is located, etc. We will then have a workflow for the validation of the document. We will be able to appoint a creator, a writer, a verifier, and a validator. At each change of interlocutor, the next one receives an email. In the email, it will have the reference in the form of a hypertext link on which you can click to access the form directly. He will find it in his GED homepage in his documents to be processed, and he will find it in his action plan. You can manage a revision date on which the validator will receive an alert. And if you have perishable documents, you can select an end of validity date. No, I can manage whether I want to display this document in the favorites. Then here I will be able to manage the authorization of the document display. From which type of user I authorize this display. Here we have authorized it from external parties, such as your auditor. You create a profile for him as an external party, he logs in and can see the documents that are authorized for him. Then you can group all your contacts in mailing lists, by job, by department, etc. You can send an email either to everyone or to specific mailing lists telling them that a new version of a document is available in AppQual. In the email, they will have the hyperlink of the file, they click on it, connect to AppQual, and view the document. You will know who has viewed the document and who has not yet. At the bottom of the page, you will find the famous hypertext link that will always point to the latest valid version. And of course, the previous versions if you want to see them. Automatically, when a document is validated, the previous document becomes obsolete. When you connect to the EDM, valid documents are in green, obsolete documents are in red, and documents to be processed are in gray. Depending on the user's profile, not everyone sees the same thing. A simple employee will only see valid documents. He can't make a mistake and see an obsolete document. I can, but I still get an alert message telling me that a file is not validated. I find here the documents I have consulted and the documents I have to consult. In example, I am part of the mailing list, but I have not consulted them yet. Finally, I find here a search tool to find the documents easily. It is a double tool. Either I type a word and then AppQual displays the documents whose reference or title contains the word I typed. Otherwise, I click on the little magnifying glass and AppQual opens the search tool. In this search tool, I will be able to make many more filters. So, it shows me the documents containing the word I'm looking for, here audit, either in the title or in the description, in the validated status. But I can make many more filters if needed. And of course, it displayed them to me again in the form of a results table. So, here is an outline of how the EDM works in AppQual, which allows you to have a document system that is fully accessible since a simple internet connection allows you to access it. You can manage consultation rights so that certain documents are only accessible to certain people, as we have seen, and others that will be accessible to everyone. In a multi-site, multi-entity version, it is also possible to manage the multi-entity on the documents base so as to also see documents by entity, by country for example, with documents of a certain language accessible to the entities that are attached to this country, and the other entities will have access to other documents. Some documents can obviously be common to all users. I thank you for your attention and do not hesitate to consult me if you need more information, more details on document management or other features of AppQual. Have a nice day. Bye.